if you only have one reason for personal development, you're not going to be consistent with it. It's not going to stick. If it's not connected to other values and other reasons, it's just going to fall out quickly. If it is connected to other values and reasons, then it can be aligned with other things and you just go straight forward because you're getting it and also getting other things as a driver. So let me explain, and I'll actually tell you how to do this at the end of this video. So let's take it all the way back to when I'm 14, 15 years old, right? I'm with this girl. She's some girl from my neighborhood, and I'm bragging about my personal development. And that was just based on my significance. So like the more personal development I would do, the more significant I would feel. So significance was my driver, and personal development would be like, yes, I'm doing more personal development, I feel more significant. Speed this up. Now, first year of college, I didn't get with someone and I was like, oh no, let me show that person how low they are and how cool I am. So of course we all had that situation where either we didn't get with someone or we broke up with someone, and then we're like, okay, let's hit the gym, let's get that perfect bod and show that person like where they are and where we are. So that was also because of significance. So the better the body I would get, the more significant I would feel, and I would show like everyone around me, this is how significant I am. And the same thing with the cold showers and the push-ups. Like when I started the cold showers and push-ups, that was out of significance. Like no one could do that. Like if they really tried, they could, but no one would do cold showers for 4 months straight. Like, and that's why I did it. Also the health benefits, but significance was such a good push. So my top two goals were significance and love and connection. So 6 human needs, sorry. My top two 6 human needs. And right, speed it up. From college, now it's London. I'm in London. I'm about to see Jordan Peterson go to Event Apollo, and it got cancelled. His wife got cancer. Yeah, it was kind of bad. But after walking through the city centre, I kind of jogged to it because I love jogging. And then after walking through the city centre, it got dark, it was raining, and it was empty. The streets were totally empty, and I felt bad. And if you ever travelled with me, if I walk a lot and if I don't eat, I go into energy saving mode and I don't stop talking and I feel bad. So everyone's like in their homes, the streets are empty, the food prices are way overpriced. I feel bad and I feel lonely. And this loneliness just grew and grew and grew, and I've just felt empty inside. Like this situation would be solved if I had some intimate partner with me right now that I can just dance in the streets or sing or whatever. So this situation would be solved if I had a partner with me right now. So the significance flew out the window, and now love and connection is my number one thing, and now growth. So then I realized that, wow, I'm lonely. And fast forward, let's say Belgium. Let's skip Spain. Belgium. 10 days on my own. I've been to Belgium before. It's such a beautiful place. Like the architecture is amazing, but I didn't care for that anymore. Like my number one thing was love and connection. So I realized, okay, my personal development will help me get my love and connection. So because if I'm in a low state, no one's going to hang around with me. Like no one wants to hang around with some loser, some poor person, whatever. So I boosted my personal development with the help of Valentino Cohen. I literally learned everything he had to say. I wrote down everything. Had bunch of notes on different pages of literally everything he said. All the notes, all the good nuggets, and I learned it. And because of the time constraint, 10 days, and because I was in the environment where I can practice this, my personal development just went through the roof in those short 10 days. So being in Belgium, that personal development helped my love and connection. So my number one thing, love and connection. So the personal development helped me. So it was love and connection and growth. That was my second thing out of the 6 human needs, growth. And significance came third, or maybe even fourth. I didn't really care for that. So what did I do in Belgium? I just talked to everyone I can meet. The very first day, I left the airport, got to the city centre, and just talked to everyone. And then by 6 p.m, I already talked to so many cool people. But it just went okay. I followed through like Valentino's like notes and advice and stuff like that. But of course, I'm only new, And I was like, it's kind of okay, but, well, I'm learning. And it was 6, the sun was out, and by the way, the weather was so beautiful there. It didn't rain at all when I was there, and I was in my shorts and a striped shirt, with glasses on. Someone just texted me, 1 second. There we go. And it was excellent. So I was in some park and I saw this girl. She's like sitting down, drawing in her notepad and listening to music. I was like, should I talk to her? Should I not? And I was like, what the hell would happen if I wouldn't talk to her? So, like, I was already tired. My personal development, that was not even in my mind. Even though it is my second driver, it's just like, I'm just tired. So I talk to her and then sit down, open up a conversation about literally anything. And then she offers me an apple. And then, like, the conversation goes well, and actually, we're just literally talking and talking about nothing. But it's going good. She just bought an apartment. I'm just new in the country. And I'm hungry. She's hungry. And I love making pasta. I'm excellent at making pasta. So, I make... before that, I offered to make pasta. And she, of course, was like, yeah, hell yeah. And we go for a walk and we just chat. And literally, all of this wouldn't have happened if love and connection wouldn't be my number one. So that increased my growth, increased my personal development, because the significance was it wasn't good. I was just doing it for significance sake. It was just like show off. But love and connection was so much stronger, and that just elevated my growth, elevated my personal development. So it got me into a good state much quicker, much better. So your state, I actually have it written down. Do I? Somewhere. Yeah, your state controls your actions. So how you feel, your actions will change on how your state is. And your actions change your, what did I write down? It's different results. You get different results just because of your state. I had this, in a video when I went to Dublin, so I could go into it later on. But, right, I was in a higher state because love and connection was my main thing. And literally, this wouldn't came in my wildest dreams that I would do this. That would 17-year-old me going through a foreign country, meeting a bunch of people, and then going through a country with some girl that I just met, went to a museum, sadly it was closed, went and bought food, bought some drink, she had weed on her, and we went through a museum, a maze, and a bit of a labyrinth. Sat down on a bench, talked, and then we went to her place. It was quite a walk. So I got to know her quite a bit. And then ended up at her place. I made a good pasta, And we chatted and chatted, but I was shy to make a move. Everything was going so well. She bought the drink. We're just drinking, had smoked a bit, and having a great time, danced around. And I'm too afraid to make a move. And then, it's already 2 a.m. I stretched it out way too much. It's hella late. We're tired. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go back to my place. So good night. And that was the end of that. But throughout those 10 days, I literally met so many people, so many cool friends that I made that were still friends on Snapchat. I could text them right now. And went to parties and just met the coolest people. And that wouldn't have happened if love and connection wasn't top. And if I didn't take action on my number one thing. So previously it was significance, now it's love and connection, and growth came second. So that growth just elevated me so much, because I wouldn't get that. The growth helped me get that love and connection. And if there wasn't no growth, there wouldn't be no love and connection. And because that was my main thing, that's what I cherished. I would die if I wouldn't get that. That's how I felt. So, if it's not connected, if your personal development isn't connected to a value, you're not going to stick to it. If this value is nothing to you, you're not going to stick to it. It's just a fact, and you have to accept it. And if it's not connected to many values, well, it will last for a while, but that's all. It will just last for a while. But if your values are aligned, you feel it in your bones. You're on the right path. So, ending that Belgium story, that love and connection was top, then it was growth, then it was significance. That's how you can actually get stuff done. That is how, I just threw the pen away. That is how you can get your growth way up there. So we have 6 human needs. So I got this from Tony Robbins. From traveling over 100 countries, meeting over millions of people, what he noticed was with everyone, they all have in common 6 human needs. So that's certainty, uncertainty, love and connection, significance, growth, and contribution. These 6. And if you don't meet up with one of them, you feel bad. And we're controlled by our main two needs. So what are the needs for you? Usually significance is one of the main ones with people. So what he found was significance and certainty are one of the most common 2 drivers within people. We're usually driven by 2 of the needs. So for me, it was significance and love, changed to love, connection, and growth. Now I'd say it's a bit of contribution, because that's all I wanted to give you guys. Like, my goal, literally, I wrote down my goal. I was like, my goal is to get people to live their best lives by helping them mentally with philosophy, science, and knowledge from the greats. I'm not plucking this out from anywhere. I'm standing on the shoulders of greats. Like, they studied this for like 30 years, 40 years, all of their lives, put them into books and into like YouTube videos and whatever, so for us to learn. And all of those years of experience, just put in a book. So like, why not read the book? Why not take that chance? And like, if you want to go at it on your own, it's going to be really difficult. So why not get the crutch and read their books? So yeah, now it's kind of contribution. And is it significance or is it love connection? I think it's love and connection. The significance is kind of third. So yeah, that's how you would do it. You have to align your values with different values. So your growth would be aligned with either significance, love, certainty. So maybe you want to make a lot of money. So you're like, okay, well, let me go into business. That would get me certainty. So let me grow into business. Or uncertainty. Maybe you want to travel everywhere and just literally not have a mundane life. So you can grow, you can just be like, okay, I have to be strong inside to be able just to meet everyone, to be able just to experience different ways of life. So you can attach your growth, your personal development, to one of those 6 human needs. And growth is one of the human needs. So that's how you would do it. And good luck, because it's a lot of fun. And I had my highest highs and my lowest lows in Belgium. But later on, my lowest lows now were kind of my highest highs in Belgium. So it's just a constant growth. Good luck, have fun, and try this out. Once you have at least 2 to 3 values aligned, it feels so good. It feels amazing. Yeah. Good night or good day.